Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. Today's video we're doing a how to build for Shalltear. So Shalltear of course is one of the Overlord Collab characters and is actually, I would say, the second best. Of course first being Albedo because she is completely busted. I used her in ungeared and one-shot her Mael. Unfortunate. But Shalltear, she's actually very good. I did buy this outfit with real money, I know, I was free to play before this update. Only because it looked like Hell's update, Hell's outfit, and I wanted to, videos in the future, okay? That's it. Let's get on to her actual stats. So her stats are actually very good. Bear in mind I do have one outfit. There is one outfit I'm missing, like the full set. Apart from that, I also do have the diamond outfit as well. So that is technically two outfits. She does 230% crit damage. Of course, that is with crit damage gear, so it's around 210, which is actually much lower than Albedo's. Albedo's is 234 without attack crit dam, which is 254 with attack crit dam. Of course, she does have all outfits though, which it won't actually make that big of a difference. The 119 crit chance is actually very good. You mix that with her passive, it's actually better than melee. She has a passive sort of like perk melees, so it's pretty good. She also has very good lifesteal. She is a vampire, so it does make sense why she has an extreme amount of lifesteal, which is why I like. Pierce rate is good, resistance is on the average side, and then the regenerate stats I don't really care. Crit resistance is actually not too bad. 86 is not that bad because of course they have unknown Nashi, which gives them an extra 40%, so I do bear that in mind normally. Crit defense is actually very good, 104. That means when she does get crit, she'll take less damage, which is on the better side as well. Onto her cards now, she does have a very unique card called Exploit. Actually having very good multipliers throughout 150, 250, and then 450. Inflict exploit damage equal to 400% attack on one enemy. Exploit 2 times damage dealt and 2 times crit damage against bleeding targets. So if we're thinking, oh, her AoE must be a bleed skill, it's Infect. And it's the normal Rumor Infect skill with same multipliers, same turn, same everything. And her ultimate is actually pretty busted. Her ult is 6/6. It's 30% all stats. I thought it was 50. It's 30% all stats, which is a lot. And her ultimate is increased all of the hero's stats by 5%, of course, depending on ult level, up to 30%. For 2 turns, then inflicts damage equal to 400%, of course, different with ult level as well, of attack all enemies and lifesteals 50% of the damage dealt. So, she's going to hit very hard, that means she's going to heal a lot, but she already has high lifesteal, so she's going to heal a lot as it is. Onto her passive now, which is once again a paragraph like normal. Increase the hero's basic stats by 7% for every unknown race ally participating in battle. When the hero deals damage, or if an ally takes damage from a skill during the enemy's turn, the hero's HP-related stats are increased by 7% up to 3 times, meaning you can get an extra 21% HP-related stats, which includes lifesteal, which gets her lifesteal to roughly 40%, which is on par with like Molascular level, which is actually very good. Up to 3 times. If there are 3 of this effect, at the start of the ally's turn, they are removed from the hero and gains Berserk effect for 1 turn. In addition, targets bleed for 2 turns when the hero inflicts damage using an AoE skill. So this infect skill is actually an AoE bleed as well, means she can decide whoever she wants to kill, they can't lifesteal, plus also the bleed is based on the damage dealt that she deals with the AoE. If you do it with Berserk effect, which we'll get into what Berserk does in a second, you can get bleed to around 40k, which is a lot, especially on geared. What is Berserk increases her attack-related stats by 50% and lowers her defense-related stats by 30% and restores 40% max HP when this buff is removed. As the buff lasts for 1 turn, you're going to be lifestealing a lot as it is, because she already has high lifesteal, plus you're going to be healing 40% of your max HP. She's going to be healing a lot. Yes, she does lower her defense, means if she does attack into a countering enemy, for example a Chandler, a Green Sorrel, or an Albedo, she's probably going to die. Not only that, because she's not only because of its counter, but also because she's type disadvantage to Chandler and Albedo themselves. But the 50% attack-related stats, it's actually better than Purgatory Melee. You're wondering how? Because Purgatory Melee can only use 1 skill. Shalltear is an entire turn, meaning you could start with an infect, do a lot of AoE damage, then use her ultimate. Also, her ultimate is AoE, and I have no idea if it counts towards her bleed. If it does, it's going to be completely busted. Actually, now I think about it, we'll look at the relic and then we'll see if that can happen. Onto her relic, which is restores allies' HP by 30% of the hero's damage dealt to bleeding targets, bleeding enemies, which is actually a lot. Like, I've seen her do like 400k on geared. So she's healing 120k to all your characters. Yeah, if you're unknown, you're going to have a lot of like HP and basic stats. But 120k is still 120k. It's a lot of healing. Now I'm going to test if her ultimate does lifesteal. Does the bleed effect. I don't think it does. But it is AoE, so we'll test it. Watch her ult as well. It's cool. Poke. Does it do bleed? It does. But the bleed is based off 90% of the damage you deal. So all I'm saying is that her ult may be more broken than Abyss at 6/6. Because Abyss is capped at 50%, where our Shalltear's ult is 90%. Plus, also she can do. Plus, also bear in mind she can do that with Berserk. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, now I've got Berserk. Watch this. Same ultimate, 300k, bleed. So that damage she'd be dealing would be 90% of that 330k in bleed to one enemy in one turn. That's how strong her ultimate is. It's absurd. Like, not even just the level, right? If you have her 6/6. You're going to be hitting even harder. You're going to have even more all stats, means your crit is going to hit harder. You're going to be dealing more damage because the multiplier is going to be higher. You're practically going to be killing them with the next turn if they don't have a cleanse. And if we look at the meta nowadays, there isn't much cleanse other than Demon King and Purgatory Melee. So those are, and of course Chandler and anyone else like that. But apart from that, Demons are the only people that have cleanse. It means that Demons are the only ones that can actually survive a Shalltear AoE ult without dying because of bleed. But yeah, I really like her relic as well. It looks really cool. Onto her gear, so I'm giving her attack right down because I don't plan on using her in PvP. If you do plan on using her in PvP, I would say go HP defense, and if you want to have like an extra gear for PvE, go of course attack crit down. The reason she's on HP defense is of course she gives herself that 50% attack, plus she gives herself a lot of basic stats, and unknowns give themselves a lot of basic stats as it is. But we're running her with tier, so you're going to be getting a lot of attack from tier as well. So of course, just a few things to bear in mind. Also, like I only plan to use her in ungeared or PvE. That's the reason I've got that's the reason I've got her attack right now. Because she might actually be very good in PvE, only because yes, this does 2 times damage dealt, but she can still hit very hard without it, which is kind of insane. Onto her outfits, of course. You've got the SSR one, the UR one, the 60 diamond outfit, and then the paid outfit that I have here. You've also got this paid outfit if you want to get that one. Weapons-wise, you've got the free one that she gets at the start, you've got the 60 diamond one, and then of course you've got the paid one as well, with another paid one here. Headgears, free, 60 diamonds, paid, and then like the other paid one. And then here you have her relic. Her relic gives her a lot of stats, it means that if you don't have her relic, I would maybe try not to use her until you get her relic, because her relic gives her a lot of stats. It means the difference between with and without relic, especially in ungeared, will be quite big. Like CC wise, it's going to be quite big, and even attack, 480 attack is an absurd amount of attack to lose. It's like losing 3 weapons. It's literally like losing just over 2 and a bit weapons. Because weapons give you 210, it's like losing 2 and a bit weapons, which is insane to lose. But yeah, that's it. If you do have her, of course, level her up. She is very good. And of course, if you did pull her, it's going to make your Labyrinth experience much quicker and much easier. That's what I found out after farming Labyrinth for roughly 5 hours yesterday. It's not very fun, but I hope you guys enjoyed this how to build, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.